Are you kidding me right now? Where'd you just come from? Oh my goodness.
These two urban explorers are deep in the woods when they suddenly encounter a strange woman. Disturbed, they begin walking away until the woman says something that makes it clear they're in immediate danger.
Did you see my other two guys?
What?
What?
Did you see my other two guys?
Did we see your other two guys? No.
You're supposed to go that way.
No, we're not supposed to go that way.
No.
Want to meet them?
No, we don't want to meet
No,
him.
I don't want to meet him.
How about not? I don't know.
The two of them are completely confused and disturbed by the strange woman, but before they even have time to make sense of the situation, they start hearing rustling and footsteps in the woods around them.
What was that? No. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I'm hearing breaking through the woods.
Oh, she's still coming.
Is she?
Yeah, get in.
I keep hearing snapping.
They safely make it back to their car while the masked woman continues screaming in the distance. And in the days that followed, as the video was uploaded online, viewers began picking it apart, forming theories based on strange details scattered throughout the footage. Some viewers believed the woman may have been part of some kind of setup, potentially a robbery or even a kidnapping, and it's not without reason. See, during the encounter, she mentioned two men claiming they were waiting further down the path. On top of that, both explorers later reported hearing rustling and movement coming from the surrounding woods, suggesting someone else may have been nearby at the time. And that isn't even the most disturbing detail, because at one point in the footage, what appears to be a man can be seen standing by the side of the path. Though due to the video quality, it's impossible to say whether it was actually a person or simply a tree stump or something similar. But other viewers took things in a much stranger direction, believing the encounter may have been connected to something occult, especially given a few unusual details from earlier in the video. See, earlier in their exploration, the two explorers came across a strange tube containing a rolled-up poster. When they opened it, they discovered it was covered in images of owls. At first glance, it doesn't seem particularly significant. However, some viewers pointed out that owls have occasionally been associated with occult symbolism, leading them to question whether the poster's presence in that specific location was really just a coincidence or something intentional. Some commenters also noted that the woman's voice sounded unusual, almost possessed, as some described it. It's a far-fetched explanation, but one that nevertheless gained traction among viewers. Not everyone was convinced, though. Some viewers believed the entire thing may have been an elaborate prank designed to disturb the explorers or anyone else wanting to check out the area. Whatever the truth may be, the encounter goes to show just how unexpected and potentially dangerous urban exploration can be, and this unpredictability continues into the next case, where urban explorer Urbex Hill would find himself in an experience that would leave him forever haunted.
What the hell? Is this real? What the fuck is this? Why is this in this school? Please tell me that's not a dead body. Hello? Hello? Yo, there are bullet cases.
It's February 2024 when YouTuber Urbex Hill, commonly known by viewers as Chris, visits the abandoned Audubon Junior High School in Cleveland, Ohio, a place known for its disturbing history. See, just months earlier, the school had made headlines for the murder of a 16-year-old boy, Demarion Whitsett, whose body was found right outside the building. To this day, the case remains unsolved, with the suspects still at large. Whether out of curiosity or in search of answers, Chris steps inside the building, and almost immediately, something feels off.
Wait a minute. This wasn't like this before. Hello? Hello? Okay. I can't remember if this was like this before or not. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't remember.
He doesn't include it in the video, but earlier in his exploration, when he first passed through this area, the white fence-like object was positioned differently. At the time, it wasn't blocking the door like it is now, suggesting it may have been moved, meaning that there might be someone else in the building with him. Chris notices it, but isn't fully sure, questioning whether he's misremembering or not. Despite the inconsistency, he continues deeper into the building until he enters a strange room, where something happens that he doesn't seem to notice.
Smells weird in here. That's actually kind of creepy to see. Written down.
Distracted by the bizarre writing on the chalkboard, Chris doesn't notice a strange detail. Let's rewind and play the clip again.
That's actually kind of creepy to see. Written down. That's actually kind of creepy to see. Written down.
In the background, a deep voice can be heard just before Chris comments on the writing. Whether the voice belongs to the same person who may have moved the fence-like object earlier is impossible to know. But one thing is clear, Chris is most definitely not alone. And what's worse is that he doesn't seem to realize it. Regardless, he continues exploring the building, where he soon comes across signs that suggest this place may be far more dangerous than it first appeared.
I don't know where to go to. Bullet holes all in this glass. Somebody else in here shooting. Look at that. The air is toxic back here, I can tell. It smells weird back here. Like somebody was cooking. What does that say? Help. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of creepy. Nothing. Some shoes back there.
Throughout the building, multiple small details begin to stack up. The bullet holes Chris noticed earlier suggest just how dangerous this place may be, with clear signs that firearms have been discharged inside the abandoned school. But the smell of food he picked up earlier, along with what appear to be recently used shoes, hints that someone may still be spending time inside. And with the moved object, the earlier voice, and now these details, it becomes increasingly difficult to ignore the possibility that Chris is in danger. But still, none of it seems to register with him, at least not yet, until he comes across something that stops him cold. One of the most disturbing discoveries he has ever made during an exploration, something possibly tied to a murder.
Look. It's like blood on the floor. Oh, there's a bunch. Look at this. Oh, it's a trail of blood. That's crazy. What's that? What the hell? That's vandalism. Let's follow.
The blood trail leads up to a door with the number 666 spray painted on it, something that suggests dark intentions. Curious, Chris prepares to go inside.
What the hell? Somebody was bleeding. Is this real? What the Bro. It's on the and everything. What? This can't be real. is crazy. That is. They put 666 on the door.
It's unclear whether the blood is real or not, but if it is, it points to a disturbing possibility that someone may have been injured here or that something violent took place inside this room. But as Chris looks closer, he begins noticing more specific details before something suddenly interrupts him.
But that does look real. Oh, it's not. Oh. Yo, there are bullet cases. What was that? What was that? Somebody's in there. Yeah.
The sudden loud noises immediately put Chris on edge. Given what he has already seen, the bullet casings, the blood-stained room, and everything leading up to this moment, he decides it isn't worth the risk. He turns back immediately and makes his way out, with the video ending shortly after. But that isn't where the story stops. See, Chris had placed a few cameras throughout the school during his exploration, and when he later reviewed the footage, he saw something that seemed to confirm what he had been suspecting all along. On one camera, a reflection shows what appears to be a man walking past a mirror. On another, covering a different part of the building, a figure can be seen briefly running across a doorway. It's unclear whether this is the same person moving through different areas or multiple individuals inside the school, but regardless, his exploration is cut short by what happens in the blood-stained room. So, in 2026, Chris returns to the school, this time live streaming the entire exploration. It adds a new level of credibility to his investigation, but also leads him toward discoveries far more disturbing than his last visit.
Did you hear that?
Just minutes into the exploration, Chris begins hearing loud noises echoing throughout the building. The sounds could simply be the wind, but after everything that happened during his previous visit, he isn't taking any chances. Noticeably more cautious this time around, Chris carefully checks his surroundings before continuing deeper into the school, and eventually he finds himself in an open section of the building, where he catches a brief glimpse of something in the corner of his eye.
I could have swore I just saw something down there. Right before I pointed my camera over here. What was that?
Chris doesn't appear to notice it, but if we zoom in and replay the footage, a dark figure can briefly be seen in the window. The footage is far from clear, and it's impossible to say with certainty whether it's a person or simply a trick of the camera. However, when the footage is adjusted and examined more closely, it does appear that something is standing there. Whether it's connected to the noises heard earlier remains unknown. Regardless, Chris, not fully sure of what he just saw, continues deeper into the building, and as he does, he begins noticing a strange smell lingering in the air. A smell he believes could be coming from something or someone dead.
Oh my God, is that a dead person? What is that? What? Dude. And it smells horrible. Bro, please tell me that's not a dead body. Yo, what is this? Oh, it's just a pile of garbage, okay.
Luckily, it's just a pile of trash. Relieved, Chris makes his way back up to the main floor, eventually finding himself somewhere familiar. The room where, 2 years earlier, he discovered what appeared to be a large pool of blood. But this time, something is different.
Okay, I gotta make this quick. Okay, so, look guys. Remember this room? It has caution tape. Remember, the blood was literally right there on the floor, right? Look. This is that same room. It has police tape on it. And in here. Look at this, dude. They removed it. Everything.
All the blood is gone, and remnants of police tape remain, suggesting the room was likely investigated at some point since Chris's last visit. But that isn't the only strange detail, because as he continues through the building, Chris comes across something completely out of place. A photograph lying on the floor, one that completely disgusts him.
What the is this? Chat. Before I go down there, tell me, why is this in this school? This is crazy. It looks like an abortion baby. That's scary, honestly, guys. I can't believe I just found that sitting in the school.
It appears to be a photograph of a fetus, completely out of place in an abandoned school, and Chris is left trying to make sense of it, why it's there, who left it behind, and whether it has any connection to the strange events inside the building. But before he has much time to think about it, something suddenly interrupts him.
Dude, what? That's... Someone's downstairs. Someone's down there, guys. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Because that's the last thing I need. Is something to happen on the live stream. If it's a person, whatever, they're gonna have to confront me too. Shit. Hello? Hello? Maybe they came in, heard me being all loud, and then they left. Or like I said, they're just actively avoiding me. Alright, whoever it is, I guess they're still in there.
Chris carefully makes his way out of the building, and as he exits, he notices a car parked outside, a detail that confirms his suspicion. Someone else was inside the school during his exploration, possibly the same person he glimpsed earlier in the courtyard. But looking back at what he found inside the school, one thing stands out the most: the photograph of the fetus. After the video was uploaded, viewers were left speculating, divided over what it could mean. Some believe it was left behind by other explorers as a way to unsettle whoever found it. Others think it could be tied to something more disturbing, possibly connected to the history of the building itself. Whatever the explanation, the discovery left a lasting impact on Chris. Luckily for him, he never came face to face with whoever may have been inside the building. But that isn't always how these explorations end. Because for the next urban explorer, Jared Coker Urbex, things would unfold very differently. Jared Coker Urbex is a YouTuber known for exploring abandoned locations across the United States, documenting his explorations over the past 6 years. In March 2026, he sets out to investigate an abandoned middle school in Detroit that has remained vacant since 2009. At first, it appears to be a routine exploration, and before long, it takes a turn he never expected. But before the exploration can even begin, Jared runs into his first obstacle, actually getting inside the school.
Well, that's still not a way in. We better not have a dud here. We're so close to being done. We either gotta find something back here or on some other secret side, or it'll be climbing to the roof. Well, this sucks. I feel like nearly every other school I've done this whole series had at least some easy way in somewhere.
Jared spends several minutes searching for an entrance, only to discover that the school is heavily secured. Despite the inconvenience, that's usually a good sign. If getting inside is this difficult, the chances of someone else being in the building are much lower, meaning this should be a fairly uneventful exploration, or so Jared thinks. But eventually, he manages to find an entrance through a second-floor window.
It's a lot of work. Whatever. I got in. so I win. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this might be our first Detroit video that I can safely say I don't think there's any threat of there being homeless people in here. Unless they're climbers like that too. Because unlike most of the others, it seems like they keep this one sealed up.
Once inside, Jared takes a moment to look around. Given how difficult it was to access the building, he assumes there's probably no one else inside, so he moves through the building more relaxed than usual, a decision he would later regret.
It's so stripped it actually looks clean. See, it's swept up, like intentionally. Someone's just in here, making it look cleaner. And maybe just clearing it out too.
As Jared notes, the school is unusually clean, suggesting someone may have been inside recently, maintaining it in some way. And as he makes his way to the gym hall, he soon learns why.
I can't see how this building could go any further over. It's gotta be in here. Oh, okay. Smells weird in here. Whoa, hello. Yeah. Just exploring. Is that okay?
Really not.
I'm what?
I said it's really not.
I'm
How did
sorry.
you get in here?
Climbed.
So you climbed in that window?
Yeah, up top. You just sleep in here?
This is my body. This is my business. I'm taking care of myself. So can you please step out?
Yeah. Do you need some help? I could give you some money if you want.
You already vandalized the place.
I'm not here for that. I'm just here to look around. Yeah, I can leave if you want. I mean, I gotta...
Appreciate it.
Alright, see ya.
Luckily for Jared, the man doesn't seem aggressive. Instead, he tells Jared to leave, explaining that he has been staying in the school and taking care of himself there. It's an unexpected encounter, but Jared complies and begins making his way out. But as he does, he realizes that the man is following him.
Oh, shoot. He's coming back. Sorry, I'm just looking for the way out. Forgot where it was.
Where you came?
I know. I got lost through here. Yeah, I got some money if you want me to help you out. I got like a 10 in my wallet.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Alright.
I'm not looking for nothing. All this stuff you see,
You did that?
all this I did. Everything.
I was talking about it the whole time I was in here, like, wow, this place looks clean somehow.
But it was terrible, way worse than this.
So you basically own the whole building then?
Dude, it's my body. And like I said, you can go out that door right there.
This door? It actually opens? Yeah, alright. Yeah, really appreciate you. Have a good one.
The encounter was unusual, but ultimately harmless, highlighting just how unpredictable urban exploration can be. And fortunately for Jared, the man turned out to be a calm, non-aggressive squatter living inside the abandoned school, a stark contrast to what you might typically expect in similar situations. Jared also handled the interaction well, remaining respectful throughout, and left the abandoned building as requested. But not every exploration ends that smoothly, because for the next group of urban explorers, things would take a very different turn. It's October 2022 when the urban exploration group Decaying Ace visits an abandoned apartment complex in Cleveland, Ohio. They initially planned to capture some drone shots and explore the building, but quickly realize it won't be as straightforward as they expected.
Check this out, guys. There's still cars left in this parking garage. There's another one right there. This is definitely a first. Yeah, this is all burned out. Looks like there was a couple cars over here too that also got burned out. Or just piles of trash that look like cars, I'm not sure. What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a little disturbing.
From the moment they arrive, it's clear the complex has been severely vandalized and scrapped. Burnt-out cars and scattered rubbish fill the surrounding area. But despite the conditions and the obvious risk of structural instability, they continue toward the main building.
It's cement, so it should be fine. Oh, might need the light down here, boys. Oh my gosh. It's a floppy disk. Here's another one. AME, March 25th, 2001. Parkland Apartments.
That's plastic.
Here we go. Here's the lobby.
After clearing most of the first floor, they begin making their way upstairs. Given the condition of the building, every step feels unstable and risky, but they continue regardless, unaware that someone is closely watching them.
So many stairs.
Toxic shit and walking up this high-rise apartment.
As they reach the upper level, they glance back down the staircase. For a moment, they spot someone standing below, looking directly up at them. But before they can even process it, those same individuals immediately start rushing up the stairs toward them.
So explain what just happened.
So I peek my head over the stairs because I'm gonna get a cool shot because there's like a million floors. And when I looked over, there was a person all the way at the bottom looking back up at me.
So there's someone else in here.
Yes, and they freaked me out.
Unnerved, the three of them quickly move to the opposite side of the building, where they find another staircase. They immediately head down, moving fast in an attempt to avoid the others coming up the other side, because, for all they know, those people could have ill intentions.
We are currently making a quick exit because there are other people in here and we don't know what they want. So,
Oh God, I'm out of breath. See what? No. It took us 2.5 minutes to walk down those stairs. Todd, your car's this way.
The three of them make it out completely safe, with the video ending shortly after. And while nothing physically escalated further, the encounter inside the building is a clear reminder of how quickly situations in abandoned places can shift. Urban exploration often looks calm from the outside, but, as these cases show, it can become dangerous without warning. And sometimes, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time is enough for things to go very differently.